What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of... This one's not Pennies to Power. This is just straight up Commander right now. So, what we're doing on this episode is we're doing Plane Chase. It is super hyped more recently because they've added more planes themselves to the new Commander precons that are coming out, or / have already come out. But I want to play it out because I love Plane Chase like no tomorrow. So we have some great people today. We're going to see in the bottom right, you're going to see the plane that we are currently on. That way, when you're watching, you can follow along. What it's going to be is, it's a world effect itself. So when you go to the plane itself, you're going to see, the title. And on the top of it, you're going to see the universal ability. In this case, we have in the bottom right, we have Gavany. Gavany, when it enters, all creatures have vigilance. Not just a universal effect that automatically applies to everything. Some are good and some are bad, so do keep an eye out for that. Then there's the Chaos roll. Whenever you roll Chaos, creatures you control gain indestructible to end of turn. Now, not everyone has the Chaos die or the Planar die, so what we can usually do is just use a D6. 1, you go to the next plane, and 6 is Chaos. The way it works is you get 1 free roll, and then it costs 1 additional each time from there. So if you want to do 2 rolls, it costs 1. Then your third roll costs 2, and so on and so forth. You have your entire turn to just roll the Planar die if you want to. There's no problem with that whatsoever. But you got to keep in the mindset that some of these planes are very, very, very bad. Like the other game I played, I had milled 30 cards by turn 3. So, keep an eye out for that just in case. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it around right now, randomize 3 times. Random 1, random 2, and random 3. I'm not going first, I'm going to go last. Alright, so, we're going to do introduce yourselves, introduce your commander, and then after we do the full rotation, then I will randomize the plane chase, and then we'll start the game from there. So, Eric, you can start us off. Who are you? What you playing, and where can people find you?
What's up, guys? I am EB Shiny, other known as Eric. I stream every Monday night. We stream Pauper, and every Thursday night we stream some casual EDH. Been mixing in some fun gameplays. As Chris will tell you, he won Monday turn 2 with perfect hand Pauper. So yeah, that was something. The first 2 games we played went not even 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was a little aggressive.
Other than that, you can find me. You can find all my socials on my link tree that's in the chat. And I am playing Juri, Master of Revenue. It is a Pauper deck. I just went through it, updated it with some of the new cards from Mom, and we'll see how it plays out.
All right, Aries.
Hello, I'm Casey with Value Engine EDH. I today will be playing Roast and Refined Grizzly with the background Raised by Giants. A group of friends and I went to see the new movie Cocaine Bear when it came out, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna build this bear deck I've been debating on, and I got a couple proxies in the work for these to get them themed to the movie. And this is both in Bear Tribal. There are very few creatures that aren't bears. Most of which that aren't bears have bears in the artwork or things like that. And yeah, this is the first time I've built playing the deck, and it's supposed to just punch people in the face for a lot of damage.
All right, sweet. I am stoked for that.
Cocaine Bear was a very good movie.
It was goofy.
I absolutely loved it, if you couldn't tell.
All right, and then Faye, after you.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite Praetor, Feyborn Phyrexian, also known as Red Wendigo 88, Red Wendigo 13. Forgot my own name. Here on Twitch, you'll see me there doing a lot of variety streams, and once I get all of my art done, which I've got in the works, you will see me doing some Magic content as part of this team. And today, I will be playing Ziatora the Incinerator, or as I like to call it, Monster Chuckers Anonymous. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be chucking monsters.
Boom. Pretty straightforward. All right, and my name is Chris, OMGMTG. You know who I am. All the links are at OMGMTG.com. I am playing Esix Fractal Bloom. It is one of my favorite commanders because it was a Secret Santa gift that I received a couple years back from one of the channels I was part of, and it was $40 to make, and it, out of the blue, it can go pretty insanely crazy really fast. And surprisingly, it's Simic and I like it, so it's a very rare breed. All right, so we are all at our 40 lives. We got our commanders in there, so let's rotate this up and see what plane we go to as it crashes. All right, so we are at Trail of Mage Rings. Instants and sorceries you control have rebound. So when you cast, it goes back to the exile, and then you recast at the beginning of your next upkeep. And chaos is whenever you roll chaos, you may search your library for an instant or sorcery card and put it into your hand, and then shuffle. All right? After you.
Alrighty. I will draw. I will play a mountain for turn, and then I will play Taroshan. Enters tapped. If I pay 2, sacrifice it, add 2 colors of any mana combined to your mana pool, and when it is put in the graveyard, I draw a card, and I will pass turn.
Do you want to roll the free plane or die? You get 1 free one each turn. A lot of us forget about that.
What was the abilities on that again?
Instant and sorceries have a rebound, and then whenever you roll chaos, you go look for an instant or sorcery and put it into your hand. So a 6,
Sure,
if you
I'll-
roll a 6, it'll get you a tutor.
All right, I'll roll. Roll the 3.
All right, nothing happens. Lydia's good now.
Alright. Play Passive Ancestry as my land for turn. Tap for any color, and if it uses the mana to cast a bear or warrior, I get to scry one. I think I will also use my free one, because I don't have a lot of instant sorceries in this deck. The 5.
Nothing happened. I always have the fear that's going to happen to us a lot of times with Plane Chase. I kind of wish it was like a 6-sided die, half or one, half or the other.
Yeah. All right. Are you good after that? I assume.
Yeah, nothing else.
All right. I will draw for turn. Oh, heck, you got to slow down a little bit. All right. So I'm going to play a forest, and I'm going to go ahead and take my free plane shift.
Yep.
It's a 1.
All right, we're going somewhere else.
All right. Where are we going? Where are we dropping?
Prov. If you cast a spell this turn, you can't attack with creatures. If you attack, you can't cast spells. Chaos
Absolutely not.
Yep. Whenever you roll chaos, you gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Another 1. We're going somewhere else.
Going somewhere else. All right, we are at Glendalendra. The end of combat, you may exchange control a target creature you control that was dealt combat damage to a player, and a target creature that player controls.
Ha! I love that. All right.
Whenever you roll chaos, gain control of a target creature you own.
All right. Cool.
All right, so
And I'll pass with that.
Draw. I'm gonna play a land tab. We have Litajara Mirror Lake, and I'm gonna roll my free one. It's a 4, and that's it. Pass turn.
Alrighty, I will untap and draw for turn. I will play Terramorphic Expanse, tap, crack it, go look for a basic, and pass.
Now I'm gonna do a free roll.
That is pretty cool.
It's not bad. I want to keep saying just in case people forget, because it's not trying to be as bad as the Did You Pay the one.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, I'll roll. Hold on. Alright. A 1.
All right, we're leaving. All right, whenever a land reaches the battlefield, you create a goat. Whenever you roll chaos, you make a goat. There are 0/1 goats. They're in
I
gold metal.
love it.
This is one of my favorite ones.
I hope we never leave.
Yup, I partially want to stay forever.
You remember playing this a couple years ago, Chris?
Yeah.
And we made like a crap ton of
So
goats.
many goats.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, because we get 3 01 goats, right? If I'm reading that right?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, we get 3 goats.
That's what the land, and then the other one is you make a single one, let's just make a boatload of goats.
Don't you mean a goat load of goats?
Ooh, flip that.
So I'll play a land, trigger that. So I'll create 301 goats. I'll get those tokens in a second. And then, yeah. We'll roll the planar dice first.
All right.
Nothing happens. Okay. Wilson.
Wilson.
Can't be countered. Vigilance, read, trample, ward 2. And it's a 2/2 bear. I use mana that I get to scry 1. And I will put that to the bottom. And pass turn.
All right, untap and draw. Oh, I like. I just want my goats.
No, I feel that. I understand. So I'm going to play a mountain, and I'm going to get 3 goats. I'm going to use this plains because I'm not in those colors. Pay 2, and I will play Clarion Elves. I will name Red. And I want to stay in Goatland, so I'm not going to roll.
Then I will untap and draw and play a land per turn, make my 3 goats, and then I will roll my free roll. The 6, I make another goat. Pay the 1.
Amazing.
4, nothing. So I have 4/0/1 goats.
I'm happy for you.
Make my own goat farm. I pass the turn.
Alrighty. I will untap and draw. I'm gonna pay the 2 and bring out Juri. And then I will roll the 5.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens. Pass.
Goatland's too powerful.
Still waiting on my goats, so this will be my 3 goats for now. Draw for turn. Land for turn, I'll make 3 goats. And I will go to combat. Chris, I'll swing the Refined Grizzly at you.
Yep.
For 2 damage.
I will take the 2 and take 2 commander.
Yep.
Boom.
I was hoping you would block with a goat.
Nope. The goats must remain.
Oh no. Open-World Bear, it has a morbid trigger. When it UTBs, if a creature dies, a certain put 2 counters on target creature, but no creatures dies. And I get to scry 1, beat that on top, and I will roll the planar die. Nothing happens. Okay.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a swamp, make 3 more goats, and then I'm going to pay 4 using the Quarion Elves for the red that I named. And I'm going to play Goblin Raise Runners. It's a 3/4 Goblin Warrior. 1 in a red, sacrifice a land, put a +1/+1 counter on Goblin Raise Runners. At the beginning of my instep, I may have it deal damage equal to the number of counters on it to target player or planeswalker. And then I will pass the turn.
Alright, untap and draw. 2, I'm going to cast Gyre Sage. Did not get a land, so we are going to roll. Hopefully we'll get something. It's a
Not
3.
a 1, not a 1.
Nothing happens. I sit with my goats. Pass turn.
I will untap and draw. Play a swamp. I get 3 goats. Yay. And then I will do that after. All right. I'm going to pay 2. Try to do this right. Pay 2, sacrifice, so that will put a 1/1 counter on him. And then with the floating 2 mana black, I will then I will use 1 to play a Blight Keeper, flying. If I pay 7 colorless and a swamp, sacrifice it. Target opponent loses 4 life. I gain 4 life. And then with the other 1 floating, I will play a Metallic Silver. It's just a 1/1. And then I will hold up. I'm gonna roll the 3, so nothing happens, and then I'll just pass.
Now I'll go to combat. Let's see. You have a 3/4. So Chris Wilson will go at you again, and Eric, what do you have for blockers?
I got my 3 goats. I have Yuri, who's a 2/2. I have a flying 1/1 and a regular 1/1.
We'll send just a vanilla 2/2 over at you.
I'll block with one of my goats.
First non-dev player, and it's already broken.
All right, and I will play land for turn. Go up to 9 goats.
So many goats.
And I will just roll the dice. 1.
Alright.
Bye, goats.
Bye, goats. Alright. Otaria. Instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard have flashback. Oh, God.
And if you roll the chaos die, you take
Yeah.
another turn.
And if you roll chaos, you take an extra turn. I had to pause
All right.
as I'm reading.
All right, I will untap, upkeep.
I have mana.
Oh,
I
he
might
still has.
activate
He can
this.
still get
Oh,
more.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I thought you passed.
Because we're all excited for this play.
Yeah. Fumble in my cards. We'll pay 1 to roll again. Pay 2 to roll again. Bad. Okay. I had to try.
Yeah, no, you did have to try. Those are the rules. All right, are you done now?
Yeah. Pass turn.
All right, now I'll do what I said I was going to do, untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay. So I'm going to tap the Quarion Elves for red, and then this swamp. I will sacrifice the swamp to put a +1/+1 counter on my Goblin Raise Runners. Then I'm going to pay 2 to play the hero, the savior of March of the Machines, Renin 6. Renin 6 will come in with 3 loyalty counters on her, and then I will kick her up to 4 to go ahead and get this swamp back. I will then play that swamp, which doesn't do anything, but at least I have a swamp. And I will go ahead and roll the plane die. It is a 1. We are off of Otaria. Honestly, good.
Yeah. I was scared that someone was just going to take like 2 or 3 turns in a row, and I was going to sit here for 20 more.
Put a scroll counter on it, then gain life equal to number of scroll counters on it. So I get 1 life.
So right now, yeah, we're at Eratopolis. Yep. So whenever you planeswalk to it at the beginning of your keep, you put a scroll on it. So yes, right now you will gain 1 life. Once it hits 10, then we will automatically leave. Whenever you roll chaos, put a scroll counter on Eratopolis, then draw cards equal to the number of scroll counters on it.
All right, I will pay 1 to roll the die again.
All right, so let me get a die so we know how many are on it.
It is another 1, so we are off of this plane.
We're leaving. Don't need a die. Grove of the Dream Pods. When you planeswalk to Grove or at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library into reveal a creature card, put it on the battlefield, and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order.
Oh my gosh.
Rolling
Okay.
Chaos, it's a animate. A card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So
all right. So I will reveal cards from the top of my deck.
Yep.
Argoth is not a creature. Neither is that forest. Neither is that mountain. Neither is that swamp. Neither is Nissa of the Shadowed Bows. Sakura Tribe Elder, however, is a creature.
Wow, all that for us, Steve.
Okay, and the rest go in the bottom of my library in a random order?
In a random order. Yep.
All right. Shuffling these, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Top. Swiftfoot boots. Wood elves. Actually, I kind of want that. Look for a force, put it into play. Does not put a counter on the Gyre Sage though. It's the same power.
EB, you're showing your hand just a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
And then draw. Alright, to Island. I'm gonna tap 4 to cast Ulvenwald Oddity. Trample Haste 4/4, pay 5 and green to transform it. Transforms into Trample Haste. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Trample and Haste. Putting a counter on the Gyre Sage because it's the larger. I'm going to roll for the planner. 5. I'll tap 1 for the for this one. It's a 6. That does diddly. Damn it. I'll just pass the turn.
Reveal first and then draw, right?
Yep. That's the beginning of upkeep.
Artifact, land, instant, swap, instant, enchantment, artifact.
There you go, an Iron Mirror.
Yeah, there you go.
So okay, it's 3 for 3 right now for ramp. So Casey,
I am Iron Mirror.
you need to get a ramp off this trigger, okay? Because you got a mirror, I got a wood elf, and he got a Sakura's Tribe Elder. So
All right.
Now bears aren't really well known for ramping.
You could also just leave the plane.
correct.
Um,
Dump all your mana.
And also,
into
before anyone comes at me in the comments, I know I skipped the Goblin Raise Runner trigger. I did that on purpose. Not trying to make enemies yet.
draw. we're not there just yet.
so I will pay 2, and I'm gonna put Goblin War Paint on Juri, giving him 2/2 in haste, which the haste doesn't matter. It just gives him an extra.
I love that art, by the way, for Juri. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I love that art.
Yeah, the new art, it's so sick.
She's so pimpin'. She's just like, yeah, I'm the boss. What's up?
It's a perfect representation of who she is. It really is.
Yeah, it really is. I may or may not have slotted her into this deck. So
And then
I like to kill things. She likes to kill things. It's a perfect union.
Yeah.
and then I will go to combat, and they just blinked out.
Oh no.
Let's see. I got to keep up with the tradition. Chris, I'm going to swing at you with a 1/1 in the air.
1 in the air. 35.
Sorry about that, everybody.
And I will pass turn.
Not gonna roll.
Yeah, might as well. Does
right.
nothing.
Reanimate a creature.
Does nothing.
Flip past the guy's cradle. Absolute color, forest, Mirror's Landscape,
Jesus.
Ornery, Layla's Influence, Terraform,
Oh lord.
Galvanized Cradle Growth, Hail Bears, 2 bear with Island Walk.
Chris, that looks a little
Yeah.
scary for you.
I gotta watch. I have my 1 island now.
And then I will draw for turn. Play the stage view with my land for turn.
Eric, you're going now. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm blinking the camera real quick because I brought that Juri up to the
Thing,
screen.
yeah.
Now it's all out of focus. So I got to blink it off and blink it on.
Hold your hand up over here.
Mine doesn't do that. It's not cool like yours.
And you go slowly down. You go.
$60 camera doesn't work.
Yelled at. That's why.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Let's just keep rolling.
Rolling.
Yeah.
We'll go to combat. Wing both of my bears at the Ren and 6.
That's not very nice. Okay, I'll block.
Not a trying hit planeswalkers as best I can. I don't know. It's just built into my code.
No, I understand. I'll block Wilson with the Raise Runners for a 4/5, and then I'll block the other bear with my Sakura Tribe Elder.
Before damage, I'll just beast within the 1 blocking Wilson. So I'm
Alright.
doing 2 damage to Ren and 6 instead of destroying it outright.
Yep, Goblin Raise Runners will die, and I will, in response to damage for Sakura Tribe Elder, sacrifice it to go dig.
Yes, that is all I am going to do.
I will shuffle my deck.
To create a 3/3 beast as well.
I will do so in just a second. So I've shuffled my deck. This is my stack. This is my stack of stuff. Here's my 3/3 beast. It's adorable. All right, I will do the plain thing.
Here's
Reveal
my
cards
3/3
until I reveal a creature. I love it. Yours is better than mine.
Yeah, she does what she can.
So this is upkeep, so it happens before draw. Cultist of the Absolute, not a creature. Hey, look who it is. It's Juri, Master of the Revue. All right, these will go on the bottom in a random order. So I shuffled them up, put them on the bottom, untap, upkeep, and drawer. Oh, All right, so I screwed up. Oh well. Card laid is card played, as they say. It's fine. Go ahead and tap 5 and play Mycoloth. I'm going to eat my 6 dwarves. Juri will get 6+1/+1 counters. The Mycoloth will get 12. So Juri is now a 7/7. The Mycoloth is now a 16/16. I'm going to pick Renin 6 up to 3 just to try to keep her safe. I don't have any lands in my graveyard for her to return. And I will roll the plain dice. It is a 6. I get to return a creature, right?
Yep, bring back Steve.
My hand or to
The field.
the field? All right, yeah, I will bring back Steve.
Beautiful.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right, top we got Destiny Spinner. There you go. All right, draw. I don't get one. I'm gonna roll the planner die.
Okay.
2, nothing. All right, I'm gonna do 2 for Signet. 1, roll the die. The 1 we're leaving.
Okay, probably a good idea.
All right.
No.
We are going to each player draws 4 cards. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, it's reconnaissance. And then whenever you roll a 6, you have no max hand size for the rest of the game.
That's pretty cool.
That's not bad. Do land per turn. Do already did 1. Do 3 for cultivate, and then I'll just pass after that.
Alrighty. I will untap and draw. So many cards in my hand.
If you roll a 6, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna roll for Plane Chaser real quick. I rolled a 1.
All right, we're leaving.
We out.
In my bin, I gotta discard in a second as well. All right, we are going to Silver Sea. Whenever you planeswalk here, or your upkeep, scry 4. So right now you get to scry 4, and then whenever you roll Chaos, roll the top card of your library, and you can pay it without paying. You can play it without playing. It's free.
English.
How many exile shenanigans should we play in Idris?
Alright, I have so many cards in my hand right now. I don't know what I want to play first.
Just see if you can get a 6. Get stuff for free.
Alright, let's do it this way. Pay 1, Conjurer's Bauble. If I tap it and sacrifice it, I put up to 1 target card from my graveyard to the bottom of my library, draw a card. I'm going to use the Landemir tapped and play a Panic Spellbomb. If I sacrifice it, target creature can't block this turn. When it gets put into the graveyard, from the battlefield, I may pay 1. If I do, draw a card. So then I will do this. I will sacrifice the Panic Spellbomb and say, Fen, your big 16 guy can't block this turn.
That's fair.
I will pay the 1, draw a card. Because I didn't play a land for turn, I will play the mountain. And because I sacrificed that, Yuri goes up 1. Okay. Now I will. Anybody have any artifacts on the field right now besides me?
Tori,
All
trying to
right.
adjust this without completely screwing up.
I
There we
will.
go.
All right. I will then. All right. I'm just going to discard. I'm going to go to end step and I should do that first. I'm going to discard a Pendant Prism and then I'll pass the turn.
All right, so beginning of your upkeep, you want to scry 4 first.
That was a lot of thinking.
2. Like that. Lane for turn. I felt clean. So I'll search for 2 forests and put them into the battlefield. And then go. 1, 2. Eight cards and 4 mana. We'll roll the planar die. 3. Nothing happened. Yeah, this is just the dry one. 4. Pay 1 to roll it again. I have no maximum hand size, or
No.
is it the cast one now?
It's cast for free. Top card.
So I reveal the top card in my library. I may play it without paying.
Yep.
It's the land. I already played my land for turn. I'm pretty sure.
Unfortunate.
So I will then
All 3 bricks are out.
clear anything. Everyone's got big things, so I can't really attack into it. So I will just pay 3 mana for Vivian's Grizzly, 2/3, pay for mana, look at the top card of my library. If it's a creature or a planeswalker card, I may reveal it and put it into my hand. If I don't put the card into my hand, I may put it on the bottom of my library, or I have to put it on the hand.
Well, we know it's not that.
Yep. I will scry it to the bottom with the Path of Ancestries. Combat will swing the Pale Bears at Chris because it's to be unblockable,
Yep.
and then I will pass it.
All right. End of your turn. I'll crack Steve. And hey, I split right to what I need. This
That was a
swamp.
good feeling. It really.
It really is. All right.
Something so silly.
I scry at my upkeep, right?
So no, yeah, scribe for it, your upkeep, and then you draw.
Okay. Because I sacrificed Steve, Juri's going to get another counter, but I'll do that in a second. All right, this goes down here. Juri gets a counter. I scry 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want them in this order. Okay. Also, at the beginning of my upkeep, my Michaeloth will trigger, and it will create 12 sacrilege.
That it shall.
All right. And then I will untap and I will draw the card that I put on top. Oh, hey, look at that.
You know what it was?
Who would have guessed I would have drawn that? It was so lucky. I'm going to play Verdant Catacombs. And then before I do anything else, because I did stack this in a specific way, I'm going to roll the planar die and hope that I get a 6.
Oh.
I got a 6.
Damn.
I'm going to play Conduit of Worlds for free. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Yeah, that's not bad at
Time
all.
to play more Steves.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and crack my Catacombs. Pay 1 life. Go searching for a forest or a swamp because I sacrificed.
In response, I'm gonna think.
You're going to faint?
Need to read what Conduit of Worlds does.
Conduit of Worlds. You may play land cards from your graveyard. Tap. Choose target non-land permanent in your graveyard. If you haven't cast the spell this turn, you may cast it. If you do, you can't cast anything else.
That's a lot of words.
It is a lot of words.
We're gonna Force of Vigor, exiling a... No, that's probably a bad idea. Choose your weapon. So I'm going to go to destroy 2 target artifacts and enchantments. The target will be Conduit of Ruin. And what's your bauble do? Tap sack, so it doesn't really do anything.
He has an enchantment on it,
Damage
Juri.
is +2/+2. That just gives +2/+2
Yeah, it's like
though.
crazy.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and send the conduit to the grave.
We'll hit the enchantment on Juri. I don't want to keep picking on Chris. I gotta get invited back next time, right?
Generally so, but if you want to kill it, I get it.
That's all I got. No, Chris, you can keep yours. I hit the enchantment on Juri.
Okay.
So I am going to go digging because I don't actually remember what lands I have in my deck. It's been a very long time since I played this deck, and I know I've got a couple duels, but I don't remember what they are. Okay, it might just be that. And if it's that, that's what our life is. Sometimes that's what life is. I will play an Overgrown Tomb and I'll shock it in. I see what you did there. I will then bring Renin 6 up to 4, and I will return the Verdant Catacombs to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that's so many cards. One might even say that's too many cards. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go ahead and pay 2 for a Golgari Signet. We are then going to tap our mountain and tap the Golgari Signet for black and green and play Resurrection Orb. Resurrection Orb says equipped creature has lifelink. Whenever equipped creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. And it's equipped 4. So I have 4 mana left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I will get 1 card deficit, but then I will go up 2 cards. Not what we want necessarily, but it is okay. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I apologize.
You're golden.
What is in here that I really need? Not a whole lot.
With plain face, there's a lot more factors that you have to think about, and those factors keep changing normally every other turn. So
Yeah.
It's true.
it is completely fair to take a little extra time and work it out as best as you can.
I'm going to pay 3 to play. No, I know how I'm going to do this. Okay. Here's what we're going to do instead. I'm just going to pay 1, and I'm going to play Urborg Repossession. No, I do want to do it like this. I'm going to pay 3, sorry. Urborg Repossession, kicked. to return Sakura Tribe Elder and Conduit of Worlds to my hand and gain 2 life to go back up to 40 because I shocked.
Yep.
I've still got 1 mana that I can play with. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Going to tap the Quarian Elves, Planescape again for another 6.
Damn it. All right.
Well, I don't think it's. I don't know what. Well, no, because I shuffled, so I don't know what it
shuffled it,
is.
yeah.
I will reveal Ernyaz Gloomstalker. I will play her for free. She is a 3/3 with Death Touch, and when she attacks, I return target land from my graveyard to the battlefield. Jeez, everything's just coming up Millhouse over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and move through combat to my end step and discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to discard the Verdant Catacombs, and I am also going to discard, and I'm back at 7, so I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap, keep, scry 4, 1, 3, and 4. Not gonna do anything. I put all 4 to the bottom. Yeah, put all 4.
Well, there you go.
I'm putting all 4 to the bottom. They're good, but not for what's going on right now. All right, there's that. Okay,
You kind of need a little bit of a board wipe at the moment.
that's what
Why?
I'm searching for.
There's nothing going on.
All right, I'm gonna roll the planar die. I rolled a 1. We're leaving.
We're leaving.
Whenever a
Half of your
creature
rolls could have been
controller
a 1.
dies, distribute any number of 1/1 counters equal to its power to any other target creatures they control. Whenever you roll, so good for you. And whenever you roll chaos, each player exiles all creatures he or she controls and creates X 1/1 saplings, where X is the total power of those creatures he or she controlled and exiled. Then planes what?
That is hilarious.
All right, I kind of am okay with leaving. I think so. First, let me figure my hand. Did this.
Just because I'm good at like the saprolings
Yep.
that I will make. Like even if we leave, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I'll float the 1. I'll roll it. 3. Nothing there. Do I just 2, 4, 5, 6? Cast my commander. Remaining.
Actually gonna be right back, guys. I gotta go grab some more dice.
No worries. F it. The 2. LOL. Pass turn.
Alrighty. I will
Just a
untap.
reminder, the aura on your commander got destroyed on Fableland's turn.
Yeah, on your Juri, the red enchantment's gone.
Oh, really?
No, the vigor got rid of it.
Yeah, I think you were doing something while it was happening, so I didn't want to like interrupt you.
Alright. So I drew. Did I draw? No, I didn't draw. Alright. Now, here's where the fun starts.
We just roll and try to leave.
Yeah, let me roll first and see what happens.
Am I dead?
Roll the 3.
Now you're here. Just keep rolling. See what happens. F it. Until I'll make a bunch of 1/1s.
What's it cost? 1 to roll?
Right now you're at 1, yeah, because you did your free roll.
So let me just play these 2 cards. I'm going to play the Firebrand Archer. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, it pings everybody for 1. And then I will pay 2 and play the Wedding Invitation. So on ETBs, I get to draw a card. And then if I sacrifice it, target creature can't block. If it's a vampire, it gains lifelink until the end of turn. And then I will tap the mirror for 1 and roll again. Roll the 3 again. Joy of my life. I will go to combat. Ben, you don't have any flyers, do you?
I do not have any flyers, but I do think you should reconsider attacking me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, well, I'm going to go to second main, and I'm going to blow up the bauble and put a couple more paint on the bottom of my deck and pass the turn.
And then you draw.
Because I will tell you, it would 100% get through. But
that kickback, though.
Yep. Uh-huh.
The 1/1s.
Play Argos for my land for turn. And battlefield tapped unless I control a legendary green creature. I do. Tap for green, and I can pay for tap it, create a 2/2 bear. Then mill 3, activate only as a sorcery, and it mills with Titania, Voice of God.
yep, I have Argoth in this deck too. I love Argoth.
That's a good card, even
It's a
if you're
great
not
card.
running the meld.
Yeah, well, this deck likes to have lands in my graveyard, so I'm usually getting into Titania if I get them both.
Play Raised by Giants. Commanders I own have base power and toughness 10/10 and are giants. In addition to their other types. So Wilson is a 10/10 with all of the
The other
flavor
several
stuff.
abilities, yes.
I think I've actually there's 2 basics on that. And then 1, 2. Since my commander is very big. Great Henge only costs 2 mana. For those of you that don't know what the Great Henge does, you should probably know what the Great Henge does.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, Great Henge is great.
And I can't wait for the reprint of when it's the Shire and then Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the Hobbit Commander deck.
It's a buy a box promo.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
So it should get like tons of printing on that one and probably drop this
Yeah.
the price thing down.
Well, Eric, you don't have 2 mana, do you?
I am all tapped out for mana.
Sad. You played the Wedding Invitation, so it's like, that's awesome. You can make Wilson unblockable and I could hit someone for you. But don't think Ward 2 is optional.
No, it's, yeah.
Sad, okay. That means I have to actually press. Or just attack someone else, which is a little annoying.
You can attack me.
In fact, Wilson is not that big.
Wilson's a large bear, but not a giant bug thing.
All right, listen. You all are being very rude to my mushroom lady.
Yeah.
She's just here trying to take care of her plants. She's a mother!
She's devoured her children.
Michaelis art is horrifying, though, so I understand.
Combat, Eric Wilson will go at you.
Does he?
I will block with my goat.
It does have trample. It's a 10-10 with trample at the moment.
Oh, it is a 10-10 with trample. Okay.
Yeah. It feels bad. I don't want to attack my friends.
That's
And there's an arch enemy on the board, but
No such. I haven't done anything to anyone this entire game.
I'll
If there's
block-
an arch enemy, it's Mr. Violent over there, you cocaine bear.
all you need to do is bribe me with cocaine and I won't attack you.
I think that's generally a good thing.
I'll
it's like,
block
hey,
with 2 of
hey,
my
hey.
goats and take 8.
Now, the ones that died, you distribute 1/1 counters equal to their power if anything were greater
Their
than
power 0.
Just as a reminder.
Would you want to block with your silver then too? Put a counter on your commander?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. So I'll take 7 and take him up. And then,
And another one as well, so it's at 6. It's 1 from it dying and then 1 from the Grain Ossuary.
Then I will roll the planner die in my second main phase. 1!
We're leaving.
Good. I felt too powerful here.
Okay, when you planeswalk to the Aether Flues, or at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a creature card and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle all... Oh my god, that's not fair. Whenever you roll Chaos, put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield.
So
You're
I
getting a
can
lot of those
sack a
effects
creature
today.
and flip until I hit a creature?
Yep, so you sack a creature, go get a creature. Polymorph.
Look at these 9 goats that just happen to be on my battlefield.
Yeah. What does a goat become?
Aw, my Nissa. Goat becomes a dragon scarred bear.
Barb.
Sounds fun.
Formidable to green and a colorless. Regenerate this card. Activate this ability only if creatures I control have power 8 or greater.
Which they did.
And then they'll enter the battlefield. It will trigger the Great Henge. So it enters with a 1/1 counter, and I will just draw a card. And anything else spicy, I can put a creature card from my hand on the battlefield if I roll 6. Well, that would be great if I had creatures in my hand.
Okay, so that's at the beginning of my upkeep, I sack a creature?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to sacrifice my beast. You're a beautiful porker, but you're the only part of my deck that isn't mine. And then reveal cards until I reveal a creature and it comes into play.
Yep.
All right, Pulse of Marasa is not a creature. Turgrid's a creature.
Oh, you're a Turgid player? This is the last time you're on stream.
Really? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I mean, in my defense, usually I'm not. She's in here for the lantern, but I can't play her as the lantern this
It's
way.
fair. It's also not your commander, because if you walked in with it as your commander, be like, sorry, sir, and or madam, you must leave.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. That's completely fair. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Turgrid's here. Also during my upkeep, I will double the number of Saprolings to get a bigger die. All right. And because a creature died, Juri will also get a counter. And then I will untap and draw. This untaps as well. Okay, I'm going to do some shenanigans. I'm going to kick Ren and 6 up to 5 to get my Verdant Catacombs back. I'm going to play my Verdant Catacombs. I am then going to crack my Verdant Catacombs. Go get a land.
Also, my Gyre Sage has additional counter on it because the commander came into play. We have to do it from last turn.
No worries. Increase Jury to 10 +1/+1 counters. Go digging for a forest or a swamp, but this time I know exactly what I'm looking for because this time I know what's in my deck. Oh, hey, Yargle, what's up? You're not who I'm looking for. Chris, did you take my Proving Ground? Oh, no, here it is.
I don't think I did. Oh, okay.
So I'll play a Ziatora's Proving Ground. It comes into play tapped. I will shuffle my library.
Ironically, I did have one. I gave one of those away.
Haha.
And I gave away.
I love this card.
Look, I'm pretty sure I didn't take yours.
All right. So 12 of these saplings are attackable, 12 of them are not.
Correct.
That is because I'm going to pay 7 by tapping all of my lands and my Golgari Signet for Old Gnawbone.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have a flyer. Going to move to the combat phase and then probably apologize. So I'm going to attack. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures untapped. How many creatures do you have untapped, Ishan?
3.
I have 13.
Yeah, I figured you had a lot. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. And Ishine, I'm going to attack you 12 saplings.
They're 1/1s, right?
They are 1/1s.
For each one that hits, he makes a treasure token.
I'll take all 12, I guess, and go down to 21.
Okay.
In response to declaration of no blockers, I will cast Bless Respite.
Oh.
So target player shuffles their graveyard into their library. That'll be Feyborn, and prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to.
Okay.
Okay.
The only thing I ask is you save that wedding invite for Wilson. And
Well, here-
2 mana, I guess, as well.
Here's what I'm going to say. If you use Wilson and you hit me and you do not kill me, you will die the next turn. That is not a threat. That is a promise.
That is a guarantee.
And I'm not saying that like so don't do things. I'm just saying point it somewhere else. All right. So I've shuffled my graveyard into my. I have 1 mana that I can play with. So what is the? Remind me what plane we're on. Or here, I can go over to the stream and look at it.
The Aether Flues doesn't do anything. It's only when you, if you roll 6, you put a creature card from your hand in the battlefield. It's
Okay,
only...
well, I've got some open mana, so I might as well try. I did roll a 6, in fact.
There we go.
So I will put Shieldred the Whispering one onto the battlefield.
Is that the sack one?
That is the sack one.
Okay. I always forget the 2.
And then I will tap Quarian Elves to try and do it again. So this time I will put Corvold the Fey Cursed King. I will sacrifice one of my Saproling. A Saproling was sacrificed. Juri will get a +1/+1 counter. Corvold will get a +1/+1 counter. And I will draw a card. And then I will pass the turn.
Right. Untap. I'm going to do the planes trigger first, then Shieldred.
Most powerful projectile.
Goat, land, Soul Ring, Mirror Image. I'm gonna make a copy of, and then I'm gonna sacrifice a goat to Shieldred. Go to the bottom. Do it now. No, make a copy of the elf. So I'm gonna look for a force.
Right now, I will.
Okay,
I can handle...
you sacrificed. Oh, it says from the graveyard. I was about to say, wait a minute, but no, I don't get anything from the goat.
I will say Wilson can handle the problem that's in the bottom right. We get the wedding invite on my turn stack, and it gets literally +1 power. So,
Oh, intriguing.
Chris, I don't know if you have any counters
So,
over there that you can put on it.
Here's my counter offer. As soon as I'm gone, he becomes a problem that you can't deal with. I can also eliminate him in 1 turn if you just don't let him do that.
You would still be able to block Wilson, though. Well, my opponents would be. For your turn, or when I was going to take you out, the wedding invite would make Wilson unblockable, which is the only reason why I would be able to kill you. Otherwise, people would have to block.
I stand by what I said.
Okay, I'm going to.
How much power do you have on your board, Feyborn?
How much power do I have on my board?
Yeah.
11, 18, 22, I'm not going to attack anybody. I haven't attacked anyone. I only attacked Eshine to get treasures.
Alright, I'm gonna convert the Uvenwald over. So other creatures I control get +1/+1 trample and haste. I'm gonna tap 5 for a deep forest hermit. Gonna enter the battlefield making 4 squirrels, but the squirrels are gonna be copies of the Uvenwald behemoth.
Nice.
So I have several large things now. Alright, so right now they are all they're 12/12 trample haste. And then this gets 4 more counters on it. Goes to 6. There is a flyer over there.
I will even let you get free shots. I just don't want to die to Wilson.
Let's see. Juri is indeed any target. Alright, so these are all 12/12s, trample hasties. I'm gonna go to combat. 2 is gonna go at Faye. 2 are gonna go at, and then in the air is going to be my commander for 9, and the last 12 at Eric.
So how much of it is How much of it in the air is coming at me?
There is no air over there. The only air is at Eric.
So I'll block your at air with my Lightkeeper.
Everything is trample haste. So it's 21 at Eric and 24 at you two.
Okay.
So I'm going down to 12.
I am trying to decide if I want to block or not because I said I wouldn't. And you know what? I'm a man of my word. As long as, like I said, as long as I don't die to the bear, I'm a man of my word. So I'll take 24.
I think so.
Am I also taking 24, right?
Yeah, there's 20% at you as well, correct?
Value Engine played one of your decks, Chris.
Oh, pretty stoked. All right, do my free roll. It's a 4, and just pass the turn.
All right. So I will sack a creature, which I'll do the Blant Lightkeeper.
Okay, what does that do?
I'm doing the plane.
No, I know, but what does it do? Because Turgid might let me take it.
Yeah.
It's flying, and if you pay 7 colorless in a swamp, you can sacrifice it, and target opponent loses 4, and you gain 4.
Oh, I'll take that.
And then
It's definitely a map for smaller groups.
Rush of Vitality, which is an instant, Mountain, and then Crumbled Coil Bug. It's a 2/2. And if I pay 4 colorless in a swamp, I can return it from the graveyard to my hand. And these get shuffled into your library. Shuffle, and I will draw.
I say we just keep rolling the die and see if we leave.
All right. I will pay 1 and play a Renegade map. ETB's tapped. If I sacrifice it, search for a basic library, put it into my hand, and then shuffle. And I ping everybody for 1 because of Fireblade Archer.
Yep.
All right, I'll take 1.
I will do my free roll.
Put a creature card from your hand into play.
I will play a Consuming Altarborn. Backup, when it enters the battlefield, I can put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So I'm going to put that on Juri. For making it a 7/7. And it has a lifelink, and it is a 2/2. And then
The Yuri gains lifelink until end of turn as well. Yuri gains lifelink until end of turn as well.
Oh, yeah?
So if you want to gain life off of it, I can just block with a ghost or something along the line.
Yeah.
Or kill it with Wilson, and then you can throw damage somewhere.
I will just actually hold up and pass.
Not gonna roll or anything anymore?
So I will sack a goat, go to 7 little guys, because we're still on the same plane, correct?
Correct.
So 3 visits, wound, rogue passage, put that over there.
I don't know how I can fire that.
Creature spells I cast with power 4 or greater, cost 2 colors left to cast. When this card attacks each creature I control with power 4 or greater, gets +1/+1 and triple until end of turn.
I love Goku.
It'll enter with a counter, and I will draw a card, and then I will draw my card for time. So yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana for a Zopandrel. Hunger Dominus.
Nice.
The one non-bear thing creature in the entire
It's a
deck.
fair
And you're about
non-bear.
to see why.
Open pretty great.
Yep.
First trigger, if it enters, it'll trigger the Great Hand, get a counter, then I will draw a card. And it is currently a 5/7 with reach. Beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature I control until end of turn. Pay 2 Phyrexian green mana, sacrifice 2 other creatures, put a +1/+, or put an indestructible counter on this card. With this raised by Giants and Wilson, Eric, I can kill either one of your opponents for you if you sack Wedding Invitation and pay 2 mana.
If you let me live, Eric, I will kill your other opponent and then concede to you.
The choices.
If you don't do anything, I'll give you a really big hug.
You know what? If you don't do anything, I still won't target you.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, and anything that does not immediately kill me, I will give you something in your favor.
It's not even finished yet, and just goddamn.
So what you're all saying is I have the power.
You do have the power.
In my mind, that wedding invitation is a brown paper bag full of white goodness.
And that's why I put it in several of my decks, because it's a perfect way of communicating between people what to do.
Yeah, if it doesn't come to me, I will ensure that you win this game in any way that I can.
I will not. I will just kill you. So take that in consideration.
I am willing to get a silver medal.
I just want to kill someone this turn, and if you crack it, then it won't be you that dies this time. That's my offer.
I think I'm going to take Fateborn's offer.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to crack it and let me kill Kristen?
You gotta kill me because I have the game on my next turn. So I'll just say it.
Yeah, so
I also
both
have the
do.
game on my
Yeah,
next
we're
turn.
all at that point.
I will crack it and let you kill Chris.
Okay, because if you crack it and pay the 2 mana for the ward, I can just send a 20/20 Wilson unblockable at him, and because Chris has commander damage from earlier,
I
it'll
auto
be
die, correct, yeah.
And nothing else on my board will be going at you this turn. Well, nothing on my board, I guess, because Wilson isn't going at you.
So I will die with a graceful death.
And let's see if there's anything else I can do. I don't really think so.
My next turn, I was
there's
gonna
some
make
movement
another
now.
8 of these. Everything was
Nice.
I was gonna create my own Crater Hoof.
6 mana. Do Titanium's command. I will create 2/2 bear creature tokens and put 2+1/+1 counters on each creature. Leave that floating right here for now, so I remember it. And these 2 can't attack. These have power now, so can attack. Then I will move to combat. All of my creatures will get double power because of the Foundrel. And then Wilson, like I said, will be going at Chris for 24 unblockable damage.
Yep.
And then everything else will go at Favorn.
Okay, how many creatures is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 11 total creatures coming your way.
How many have trample?
That's a good question.
How much open mana do you have?
1 at the moment.
Okay. All right. I'm going to block the biggest one with Aaron Yez because she has Death Touch.
So that'll be the Well something, which is the dragon card there.
Okay. I will block each of the goats. I will block with one of my open 12 sapperlings. So I will lose 7 sapperlings, which will bring me down to 16 sapperlings.
We have 3 creatures plus that, all of which have 8 power at the moment.
8 power? Great. I'll block one of them with my 12/12 Juri, and one of them with my 16/16 Michaeleth, and one of them with Eshine's creature, so that it goes back to his graveyard.
So you want to pick what bear gets to live, or do you not care?
Um,
I think this is the most vanilla one out of the group.
I'll let the vanilla bear live. Actually, you know what? No. I'll let you let your favorite bear live.
It'll be pale bears because they remind me of me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I respect that.
Goats get to live, Dragon's card goes to the graveyard, Scoundrel goes up there, 4 claws goes there, and that's all I can do. That's it.
I will untap.
I think you should just pay all your mana into the see what happens.
Oh, I can do plain chest. I forgot we were playing that.
Okay,
Do you mind if I roll plain
yeah,
chest?
I won't do anything else except untap. Go ahead and plane chase.
4, and then I'll pay 1, 4. Not enough.
Okay. I'm not going to be doing that. So I reveal cards from the top until I reveal a creature, right?
Yep.
You
We're
gotta
gonna sacrifice
sack
creature
one.
first. So sack one of the Sappos. Or something.
Okay,
else.
I will increase the sapperlings by 12 to 28, and then I'll go down to 27. And yeah, then I will reveal. Oh, and I sacrifice the creature, so Juri gets another counter.
And then also
And-
Corby. Yeah.
Corville gets another counter, and I'll draw a card, and I'll do that before I reveal. All right. And I reveal Argoth, which isn't a creature. Savra, Queen of the Golgari. Argoth goes to the bottom. I'm gonna do the thing that I wanted to do last time.
Do the thing.
And I just wanted to make things go burr. So I'm going to play a swamp, and I think I can still do this. Yes, I can. So I will pay 1 red, 1 black, 1 green, and 1, 2, 3
Oh, I know what you can do now.
for
I
Ziatora.
completely forgot that was your commander for a second.
And then I'm
Yeah.
going to pay 1 red. Hold on, this gets better. 1 red, tap Corvold, tap Juri to add 3 red, tap down 5 of my Saprolings to play City on Fire. All damage is tripled. I will then, using Ziatora, cannon fire Michaeloth at Casey's face and concede the game to Ishai.
Well, I can technically beat you next turn.
If you can find a way.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm doing this because I like it. This is an allowing thing. If I sacrifice Juri, you just die.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Counterpoint.
This is
Sack Yuri, have the first trigger hit me in the face, and then have the other one hit you in the face.
you know what? That sounds great. Go out on my terms. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. GG's, everybody. Good win for Ishai.
Jeez. That was beautiful.
Oh man. Wow, I love the upgrades I made to this deck. The City on Fire was my most recent ad, and jeez.
That is a well worth ad.
That's what I wanted the treasures for. If I'd had the treasures, I was gonna play that and Ziatora and then just eliminate 2 players.
I think that's the best value of the fling commanders, because like you're just like chilling, Zed bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
And I don't have
that was
Fling or
safe.
any of those other cards. But
how
I
do
need to
you
put them
not?
in
You
there.
got to put at least one fling in there.
I'm gonna put Fling and Thud in here.
What about the Moto double faced one? The Haldul's Fling copy, basically, for 3 mana.
I'm not familiar with it. I'll look it up.
It's literally just Fling for 1 extra mana, and it's a red land on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that way you have like universe flexibility if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Moto double faced cards. They're so nice.
Yeah, I built an entire deck. I built Cody with just that, with all those
Yeah.
dual face lands.
A combo I just added today is Cultist of the Absolute, which I found out is hilarious with Ziatora because then I can sacrifice a 1/1 Saproling and kill anything. Because once Ziatora has Death Touch, she's dealing the damage.
Yeah, I love when with effects like that, where it's like it itself gives the death touch, and the damage instantly kills them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
that was a very good game. Thank you very much. I would want to do another one, but I have another game at 10 o'clock, so it would spill over too far.
Yeah, I got to get to dinner.
So that works out for everyone. All right, so we're gonna do the rotation. Say thank you. Well, let me do this one more spin. Let's see if we get a destroy all permanence. All right, next plane is Bant. We all have exalted. That would have been that could have been fun.
Just make my one creature stupid big.
Yeah, make the one thing massive. All right, so let's start with Eric, then Case, and then down to Faye. Say who you are, where people can find you, and sign out.
What's up, y'all? It's AB Shine, other known as Eric. I stream Popper every Monday night on my channel. 95% of the time, Chris is there because he's just a Popper junkie like myself.
Yep.
I actually played a Popper deck. Other than that, Thursday nights, tomorrow night, I believe Chris is on the stream. We are going to be playing. We start with 2 basic lands.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got some fun games coming up these next couple of weeks. I've been trying to change everything up and start with fun games. Like last week we did Perfect Hands. This week, Thursday and Monday is going to be start with 2 basic lands. Next month is going to be start with your commander out. Just some crazy games, just to change it up from the casual play that you normally do. Other than that, my link tree is in the comment section. You guys can check out my merch store. I sell playmats, hats, t-shirts, all that good stuff. I have Chris on there as a Twitch streamer. So if you go to the Twitch streamer links, you can find Chris's merchandise, myself's merchandise, and Try and Casually merchandise. We just added them this week, and JM and Octavia are very happy with the products that I have up there. Other than that, catch you later.
I am Casey with Value Engine 88. You'll see me on a lot of people's streams because I'm a college student at the moment that works a job. So I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to my own streaming service right now. I am hoping to have that changed by the summer. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, Instagram, things like that, and be a little bit patient. Otherwise, I just like to play tribal decks, hop on people's streams, do stupid things, and have big explosive turns. That is all I got today.
What's up, you guys? It is your favorite Praetor, Faeborn Phyrexian, also known as Red Wendigo 13, where I stream Tuesdays through Saturdays, sometimes just Tuesdays through Fridays. Depends on what's going on. I stream variety games. I'm also trying to kick up this Faeborn Phyrexian channel as part of this great group of online Magic the Gathering players that we've got here. So look for that probably within the next couple of weeks. And you might see some familiar faces, might be the 3 people here at the table, because I'm trying to have as many guests as possible. And these are some cool guys to play with. So look me up at Red Wendigo 13. You can join my Discord, Team Phantom, where you'll get all of the Faeborn Phyrexian and Red Wendigo 13 updates. And yeah, that's me.
And my name is Chris, One More Game MTG, where you can find all the links at OMGMTG.com. This was tons of fun. I love playing Chase. I've always loved playing Chase. That's why I've bought all the playing Chase in the years prior. And I'm absolutely stoked that they put them in the actual Commander Precons themselves. Personally hope that they do this every single set, like the main Commander Precon has the plane chase in there, because I think it'd be a great way to keep the game like spicy in a sense, because random things happen. It's the chaos itself ensuing is so much fun. But on that note, thank you very much everyone for joining in the game. Remember, one more game is just never enough.